Today's April 1st, April Fool's Day, and I've had a request by the Pirate Council. April Fools. This is not a spring check with Oldecam for OFN with comments on the headlines of today. Hillary Clinton won the popular vote in Texas, but the delegate count swings in her opponent's favor.
That's because Obama seemed to do massively well in caucuses. The problem is that the general election is not a caucus.
No sign Iraq clashes will affect U.S. drawdown gates.
Because it's going to happen no matter what.
Retail gasoline price at record $3.29 a gallon.
Okay, realistically, has anybody that watches this ever seen any gas at $3.29 anywhere at the moment?
Boy, I'd buy it.
That's
full day if I found it at that. I guess that's an average, right?
Yeah, but you got to have lower to get the average. I've not seen lower.
Ancient gold necklace discovered in Peru.
It's supposed to be some big deal that somebody had the abilities 4,000 years ago to do gold necklaces. I mean, they were doing it 10,000 years ago in the world.
Clinton says Obama wants to stop votes.
That's right, because a vote, any vote, is not in Mr. Obama's best interest.
Some U.S. homes worth less than their copper pipes.
That's right, because, you know, it wasn't people paid more for their homes than they were worth, and now the materials that are in it are worth more than they paid.
Oh, that's probably why in San Diego I've heard they've been taking the appliances out of the homes, the new homes that are for sale. Gore announces anti-warming effort.
Yeah, and basically he's running for the presidency, whether he's actually saying it or not.
Voters in Pennsylvania rarely elect black and female candidates.
Yeah, Obama and Hillary are running there.
That's kind of one of their choices. Clinton criticizes proposed Fed overhaul.
Yeah, she says it's too little, too late. Unfortunately, everything is always done late. If they did it, you know, like they said, if they did it before, there would never have been a problem to correct. So therefore, you always correct afterward, because if there's no problem, there's no need to correct it.
Some Asian families in U.S. choosing sons.
Yeah, like that's something that they haven't been doing for 1,000 years.
New York, New Jersey trees treated for killer Asian beetles.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of stuff from China anymore. It's not good for us.
Dell to save $3 billion over 3 years.
Yeah, they're cutting back on staff. They're cutting back on facilities to manufacture, and basically you're getting less for what you were paying for.
Experts now recommend hands-only CPR.
Yeah, they said that the breathing stuff actually doesn't work. Mostly it's got to do more with the thought of AIDS than it is anything else, I think.
I think you're right on that one. Congress, Vytorin makers held bad news.
Well, yeah. Why would they want to tell people they're screwing up?
Complications from heartburn on the rise.
You know, because acid reflux is really a bad problem, and people simply aren't treating them anymore. They ignore it until it gets a hole in their stomach.
Pentagon staffer guilty of handing secrets to China agent.
Well, we're talking about China and problems again, aren't we?
Independence trains Kosovo's police force.
Well, yeah, it seems like that Hillary's grand plan for Iraq doesn't even work there.
Lehman to raise $3 billion to quash stability fears.
Actually, just a few minutes ago, they announced that they did $4 billion. Lehman Brothers was going down the tank, just like Bear Stearns was, but now they got $4 billion in cash to play with.
Clinton's convention strategy in doubt.
They are not going to seat the people from Michigan and Florida under any circumstances. So much for the Democratic Party and democracy in action.
Google Docs aims at Microsoft Office live with gears.
That's why
oh, that's Microsoft Office Live, right?
That's right. That's
okay.
Why Microsoft is in such a battle in order to get Yahoo, because Google is trying to put them out of business.
New York Council approves congestion pricing measure on 30 to 20 vote.
Yeah, well, I have family that lives in England. They won't go to London now because they got a tax like that on vehicles coming into the city. I mean, why would you want to pay to drive into New York City? I mean, the place lives off of tourist money, so tell the tourists to get lost now.
Coroner rejects conspiracy theories in Diana's death.
Yeah, just Mr. Fayyad has once again said that he's going to continue this until the truth comes out.
Cuba will allow its citizens to stay in hotels previously reserved for foreigners.
Of course, they don't have the money to pay for them. That's why he's allowing it to happen.
Turkey court takes politically explosive case.
Mainly that their constitution forbids making the country an Islamic state, and the elected party is basically heading that direction now.
The Royal Canadian Mounted Police Force is investigating Coast Guard activities that led to 4 seal hunters drowning during the weekend.
Yeah, it seems that Coast Guard was supposedly saving people, and unfortunately the people that were saving all drowned.
High Court considers religious display rules.
That's an issue that's never going to go away because you can't get it right no matter what you do.
Senate leaders are locked in a procedural stalemate over how to take up a homeowner relief bill.
The Democrats want to give, like 6 years of free time to everybody that's got the problem, unless you're white and you have money. And the Republicans say that no, why should, if you're white and you have money, pay for the people that screwed up?
EPA issues new rules on lead paint.
Basically, it makes it virtually impossible to clean the paint off of any structure that you're moving into without an environmental impact study and without to have experts come in and remove it now.
In Bhutan, Tibetan refugees yearn to join protests.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. So.
What was Obama's role in a liberal survey?
Well, does it really make any difference how liberal you are if you're a liberal?
Now, I can only imagine what I would have responded to 11 years ago. I mean, McCain camp lacking key GOP fundraisers.
A lot of the people are just setting it out, but they're not setting it out because they don't think McCain can win. They're setting it out because they don't think McCain can lose.
A new study links cell phone use with cancer.
Now, I mean, what doesn't link to cancer? I mean, standing here by the ocean, that can lead you to cancer.
Both Dole and Chiquita are now joining the recall of cantaloupe from Honduras.
Basically, it's not a spring chick, so just be careful of what you're eating.
Yeah, watch out for those cantaloupes. And they don't always say they're from Honduras.
They don't say they're from Honduras.
Roger Goodell will enact the measures in his crackdown on cheating.
Well, if he'd have cracked down to begin with, there wouldn't any measures be needed. They had rules against it, which he wasn't enforcing.
A Monty Bubbleism from the Mark Twain and the Animal Kingdom.
Contrary to the song, Your Lying Eyes don't lie.
Let's see.